The building in frame is the Château Champlain Hotel, which was the first modern high-rise hotel ever built in the Canadian Dominion. It was built south of the downtown area of Montreal in the early to mid-1960s. The older building behind it with the tower is the old Windsor Station, from which trains used to depart east and west. It was a commuter rail station up until about 20 years ago, and then the new Molson station was built to the west, and a greenhouse structure was tacked on to the west side of that structure, and that's where the commuter trains westbound and northbound and southbound now leave. My father was one of the 3 site engineers involved in the construction of this building, and I used to have quite a remarkable photograph of my father wearing a black duffel coat, wearing a hard hat and smoking a cigar, talking about I think the placement of footings when the building was in its very earliest stages of construction. And I actually visited this building with my father one day. I'm not exactly sure why. The structure crossing above the street is a horizontal elevated pedway, and I remember in fact that he parked just up here to the right, and he left me alone for quite a long time. I began to get quite distressed. He'd bought his first car, the Falcon, so it was in 1967, I believe. No, 1965 he bought the Falcon. So this would have been 1966. This is an elevated pedway. It's under reconstruction there. And I remember that he parked right there, where the individual is just walking north. And the foundations, these 3 archways had been poured, and the pedway was under construction. It's under reconstruction. They've torn away a lot of the balustrade, and I suppose it's closed. Immediately to my right is a portion of what used to be the priest's residence. This is behind Mary, Queen of the World Cathedral. But this is a monument to what my father was as a civil engineer and what he did. It's still a remarkable hotel. It's an ageless design. It has these very unique half-moon windows. Early in my father's retirement, he used to spend the afternoon here when we came into town, when we lived in southern Quebec, and he would sit quietly in an alcove and read the newspaper. And I think he would attend Mass or pray here at the cathedral behind me. But it's a remarkable structure, and I'm very proud of my father for his participation and his relationship to it. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to stand. It's over 50 years old. I don't know what the condition of the structure is, but it's quite a remarkable building, and a testimony and a testament of the kind of person my father was and what he did. Oh, excusez-moi, madame. Oui, c'est glissant aujourd'hui. Mon père, c'est hiver. There's a couple of francophone coming up behind me. Anyway, I have other things to do. I have to go to Costco to find out how to get a new pair of glasses. So that's all for now.